We do not think our continent is going to be developed using charity or handouts or arms or tokens. We have talked in our continent about potential. And this guy keeps telling me it's over. The time to talk about potential is over. Move it to opportunity, move it to investment. And the way to do that is to make sure that our situation in the continent is such that we have equal opportunity like everybody else. For a very long time, we've had a wrong argument. We've tried to blame this person and the other person and engage in a toxic, unnecessary conversation. What we are now saying is, look, we want a win-win outcome. We have assets as a continent. We have enormous renewable assets. 60% of all renewable energy is in our continent. 30%, maybe 40% of all critical minerals are in our continent. We have 60% of all arable uncultivated land today, and we have the youngest population. These assets must count for something. And all we are saying is, how do we work to convert our assets from the potential they are today into opportunity and into investment? And we have given 3 areas. We've said, first and foremost, let us deal with the elephant in the room. That for us to access resources for development, we pay 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8 times more in the financial market. Reason? The rating agencies, risk analysis, sovereign debt frameworks are, let me not use the bad word rigged, but it is something almost there. Because these rating agencies assign very high risk to our continent. What we end up doing is that we pay interest more than others, and that is the reason why today, of the 10 countries that are in debt distress, 6 are from Africa. All of them are in the developing world. Because if you're paying 8 times more, you're set up for distress from the beginning. And that is the correction we want to make. We are saying the rating agencies, the risk analysis frameworks must be reformed. And let me tell you, it works both ways. The reason why we ended up in a financial crisis in 2007 is because of the same rating agencies. They were wrong that time. I bet you they are wrong today about us.
I will use this opportunity to reflect briefly on the Nairobi Declaration, which is the principal output of the successful Africa Climate Summit, which took place a fortnight ago, and its fresh perspective, which frames economic growth and climate action as simultaneous and complementary and not sequential and mutually exclusive strategies. Africa is a young continent with a median age of 19 and the home of the world's youngest and fastest growing workforce of highly skilled and immensely motivated men and women hungry for opportunity. Africa possesses abundant renewable energy potential. Africa holds 2/3 of the world's remaining unutilized arable land. Africa owns 30% of the world's critical mineral reserves, and Africa's natural assets from vast mangrove, peatlands, forests form a significant proportion of the Earth's last remaining lungs and critical habitats for biodiversity. Africa's vast resources and our people's spirit of enterprise constitute a potential that can be activated through investment to unlock African prosperity and clean, green global manufacturing. Our low emission profile is a singular advantage in that unlike other regions, Africa has no need to choose between satisfying new demand and decarbonizing existing capacity because our existing capacity is very low. We can leapfrog straight into a fully green industrial paradigm. Our commitment is categorical. We are ready, prepared, and eager to do our part in full in setting global production and consumption on an ecologically sustainable path. Yet, we cannot and must not do this on our own. The Nairobi Declaration defines concrete roles for the global community as partners in this transformation. Global collective action is urgently required to transform the institutional architecture of international financial systems and mobilize the necessary capital that will forge the golden key of investment. The declaration therefore proposes a pathway towards a global climate financing charter by 2025.